All right, guys, so we get a little carried away, and these silver trim covers, or what the hell would you call these things? The silver trim, and then this trim going around the bumpers, we're gonna remove all that. So that's what we're gonna be doing. It's a little bit late, so we're just working with a light right now, but when we take the other ones off, you guys will be able to see a little bit better. So we were trying to get them out and they started stripping. And he told me you can apply more pressure with your hand than you can by pushing up with your arms. So I stripped them all out for him, and now he has to try and fix it. He being my brother. This is my brother. All right, so these two bolts here they're self-tapping screws. They stripped out, we can't get them out to get the rest of this trim out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take the grinder wheel, and we're going to just grind the tops of the heads off. So. Boom! All right, so I grinded the bolts off, and as you can see, it scratched the paint in a couple areas, and I don't really want it to rust. So I'm going to just throw some of the undercoating that we use for the undercoating. I'm going to be doing the wheel wells and everything a little bit later because I got to replace the rear axle seal and the brakes. So when I do those, I'm going to do the undercoating just because I'll already have the tire and wheel off. And so I'm just going to go ahead and just spray those two little spots. I'm not going to do the whole thing right now, so that's what we're doing. This is why these are such a stupid idea. It just sits there and holds moisture. Like, this is still wet under here from probably the rain last week, and it's got just dirt underneath it. So I'm very happy I pulled these off, as well as I noticed this a little bit later when I pulled we're getting a little rust right there. So we're gonna go ahead and just pressure wash this up and see what we can do. All right, guys, so what we're doing now is we're going to be trying to get the adhesive off the strips there. So we got a couple things we're going to try. We're going to try good old GooGone. I know that was backwards for you. So we're going to throw some GooGone on there with some putty knives. If that doesn't work, we have some like turtle wax compound. It's just made for polishing. I'm wondering if maybe my buffer will take it off. And then if all else fails, we have razor blade holders, and we'll just put some like regular razor blades on them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. We're running out of light here, so we probably won't get the whole thing done. So I'm just gonna get going. All right, so what we're doing here is we got a microfiber pad on my buffer, and we're gonna use that wax that I was showing you. My freaking brother dropped it and broke it like an idiot. Such a smarty pants. So we're gonna apply some here. I'm gonna see what it does, because this side came out pretty good, but it's still a little tacky. So we're gonna see what it does. Okay guys, so we finally got a nice day. It's been raining for the past few days and I've been waiting for stuff in the mail. So as you can see, I got them off completely, but the glue's left. I tried, this is after a razor blade. I tried GooGone. I tried GooGone with a heat gun. I tried pressure washing it off. I tried pretty much everything. And so I finally found something that's gonna work. But one question I have for you guys is, do you know what this is from? It looks like my paint faded there, but it wasn't like that. I took the side guards off, and the next day it started doing that, and it's down the whole side. So if you guys know what that is, let me know. So I tried the GooGone with the razors and the putty knives and everything. This is actually what I found online. It's a decal remover. They have a nicer one that's made by who?
3M.
By 3M, which was $40. I didn't get that one. I got the one, this was 10 bucks. That's what it looks like. So if you guys are having troubles getting yours off, I've only done this, I only started doing this little section here, and it leaves this kind of residue on it. But as you can see, you can see a little bit there, but I'm gonna buff the whole thing. I'm hoping that'll bring this discoloration back. But if I show you really quick, here, let me set up the camera. I'll show you that way. All right, so this is what it looks like. And then you wipe it off. And it's gone. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna do the whole thing really quick. This thing was a lifesaver. I was trying the GooGone stuff and it just wasn't working. So yeah, we're gonna just go into the time lapse now. All right, so how many of you are screaming at your screen telling me to stop, that I was gonna ruin my paint? So what we're gonna do is, this is just an extra car we have sitting around. It still has some of the clear coat, and I'm gonna show you that it's not bad for your paint. Nothing. It actually makes it shinier. All right, so in this video, we're gonna also be pulling off the trim from the front bumper, the rear bumper, as well as this license plate cover. So I'm trying to keep the episodes pretty short, but I'm also trying to get a lot done because I know people on YouTube don't have a very long attention span. So that's what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the video. All right, so as you guys can see, pulling the other trim off as well. We do have the holes, which I don't really care about because I'm gonna rhino line it anyways. As you can see though, the front, no adhesive, or the back, no adhesive. The front, there's no adhesive until here. But if you look, all the clips are broken off. So I'm guessing he threw this adhesive on here to try and keep it on because it was falling off. So I'm gonna finish removing this and we'll check back in with you. All right guys, well there you have it. That's gonna do it for this little episode. There's holes in the bumper right there. It's gonna probably get rhino lined anyways, so I'm not super concerned with it. Maybe in the middle of the week or next week, I'm going to show you guys how to restore the black plastic pieces of your vehicle. It works on this as well. It worked on my mirrors, and restoring this little black step back here. I'm gonna leave that on just because I think that it doesn't look too bad. I just hated that gawky trim around that. So like I said, they're probably getting rhino lined. That's also need to get sand down and sprayed again. Oh my god, that's so bad. But as you can see, there's like oxidization or something like that from when the trim was sitting here. I think the moisture stayed underneath there or something. So we're gonna try buffing it first off, but I gotta order a clay bar and stuff to clay bar my whole thing, because if I'm gonna buff right here, I might as well buff the rest. And then I don't know when it warms up, probably a little bit. It's kind of like a cloudy day, so when it warms up a little bit, we're gonna see if we can wet sand the hood and get this saved, as well as the roof and that little door spot there. If that doesn't work, we're gonna go to the auto paint shop and get the VIN pulled and color match it that way, sand it down, and completely respray it, because the rest of the paint everywhere else is in decent shape. There's spots here and there, but if you guys want to see that, make sure you stay tuned. But until next time, guys, we'll see you later.